Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, using tarot to help you do the inner work, heal yourself and create the life that you truly want to live. This is today's tarot. It's for all signs and it's for Monday the 14th of July 2025. I hope you're doing well. Let's get into it. The cards are out, 3 of them to start with. Let's see what they are. We've got Make a Wish, first of all. Great day for making a new wish. Call forth the waves. It might have a little disruption in your life, you know. It's when we want life to be a bit more exciting. This card comes out. Call forth the waves. It's like, yes, I know by asking for this thing, by making this wish, it's going to be calling in a little bit of disruption, but that disruption is going to bring along with it something that I really want. And we've got Foxfire, so you might feel fiery, passionate, and all of that kind of thing. Could be calling in love. Are you calling in love? Are you ready for love? Do you want to get ready for love? Take a moment to watch this. You've done the work. You can spot red flags. You've built strong boundaries. But is your heart too closed now? Careful, guarded, keeping you safe? But you still want real love, healthy, conscious, true love. Let me help you open your heart again, safely this time, to invite in the partner who truly meets you. Ready for real love? Learn more at BeHealing.com. What else have we got, guides, please? There we go. Trust. Trusting in the process. Yesterday we were told to trust in the cycles that go on, trusting in the process. So you might feel fired up to set a manifestation off, you know, today with this Foxfire, Call Forth the Waves, and Make a Wish. Chance. Again, this card came out yesterday, so taking a chance on something. Feels like the energies are saying, you know, things need to change. You need to allow change into your life and switch it up, perhaps start on a new journey, which might require more from you. It might disrupt your life a bit, yes, but it'll be worth it. So, tarot cards. First out, we've got the Devil card. The Devil card can be many things. It can be addictions. It can be the scrolling, that kind of stuff. It can be temptations as well. It could also be an invitation for a mix-up, for a change, to invite spicier energies into your life. Next up, we've got the Fool, throwing yourself into something. No guarantees. You don't know how it's going to end up, but the Fool is ready just to give it a go, you know. 2 powerful cards to start off, and then we've got the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is all about being really positive-minded about it. It can be the Fantasy card because of that. Let's see, which is a great, you know, with all of this manifestational energy, that is the correct place for the Page of Cups kind of an energy, you know, because fantasy can be incorrect sometimes. Say if we get fixated on someone and then we're fantasizing about them, so we've got an image of them in the head that isn't really true, it's not really them, but we're kind of generating it. That can get us stuck on the wrong person, right? Or anything that we kind of get fixated on like that. But when this energy is applied right at the start of a manifestation, and we can use that is like visualization or imagination to really get the essence of something that we're wishing for as well. So it feels like it's correct placed there. Why do we have the Devil here, please? A card dropped out. What is it? The Queen of Materials. Okay, I know what this is. So the Queen of Materials is very stable. That's a very stable energy. Like, I like my life. I've got a really stable routine, and you know, I'm feeling all of this structure and feeling very peaceful because of it. And then this Devil comes in, this Devil energy comes in, that our heart goes, but don't you want more than this? You know, don't you want to wish for more than this? Don't you want to bring in more than this? There's like an angel and devil on our shoulder, right? The angel is saying, but I'm really stable and I've got this fixed routine and I've never felt more peaceful in my life and I'm really enjoying this. And then the devil says, yeah, but what about the spice of life? What about mixing it up? What about bringing something else into your life? So you might have that angel and the devil going on today. And it's not an angel. I mean, that stability can turn to stagnancy, you know, and we can shut out joy from our life and romance and all kind of things with that very fixed kind of an energy. You know, there's nothing good or bad about any energy. Balance is where it's at, and sometimes we can get too stuck in a rut, right? Why am I still shuffling those? I don't know. Eight of Inspiration, it came out, so let's go with that as well. Eight of Inspiration is about forward movement, and it is about communication as well. So there might be an aspect of that today. So in other words, somebody could be offering you something, or might instigate that fire within you of like, yeah, let's mix it up a little bit. And then you're going to have this other part of yourself going, but I really like my peace at the moment. Do I really want to disrupt my life? You know, I'm saying this after, well, I'm recording this on the 1st of July, but I'm saying this after having a romance last week, and then straight after that going into like party mode, because there was a lot of stuff happening. There was a big group of people at the gym, like a visiting gym from another country, and they were leaving. I know another friend of mine was leaving as well, so there was a big party for both of that happening. And then 2 days later there was a 3-day festival. I didn't go to all 3 days of it, and it's, you know, it's just right here on my doorstep. I went to 2 days of it, and I pretty much slept yesterday because of that. Now that was all very disruptive, but I wanted to be a part of it, you know. It brought a lot with it, but having to find a new equilibrium with all of that stuff going on, I wouldn't have said no to any of that stuff that I did, but yes, having to find that new balance was something, you know. And we've got transformation behind that too, and so change is being called for. Take a chance on it. Take a chance on it. What was this? Trust. Yeah, and trust. Coming up at the right time. So the Fool, throwing yourself into something new. So you might err on the side of that devil today and go, okay, yes, I do want more joy, and I want something to happen, and I want like the spice of life. So I'll throw myself in. Oh, look at this. This is another card of that juxtaposition. I can't say it. Juxtaposition. 7 of Wands. 7 of Inspiration here. This is about protecting yourself. So I want to throw myself in and just go for it. I want to protect myself. Again, it's really similar energy of that fight within, right? That fight within. What's behind that, please? So another bipolar kind of a day. Not really bipolar, but you know, there's these two aspects of ourselves. We've got letting go and past, present, and future. Letting go, past, present, and future. A lot of you, I know, have, perhaps this is the first time in your life that you felt really stable and really peaceful, and you've got yourself in these really healthy habits, and you're protecting yourself now, and you feel really good about yourself. But the universe is saying, but there's much more. There's much more than this to life, right? And so, are you ready? Page of Cups. You might be ready for the fantasy of it. You might have been fantasizing about this and putting that energy towards you. And then perhaps this is why this disruption comes from within you. Or perhaps from outside of you as well. 6 of Materials. You're winning. 3 of Voices, but your heart is broken. Right. So this is your mind versus your heart, right? Your heart is saying, let's do something more. Let's get some more spice. Let's have romance. Let's go to those parties. Let's go to that festival. And because it's heartbroken, right? You've been missing out on your heart. It's time to open your heart up. 6 of Materials. So you're winning in other aspects. But 6 of Materials. 6 to me, it's always about balance, right? There's that balance happening. So it's all about balance. This is why these opposing energies are coming in today and saying you've got a little bit too stable with that Queen of Materials. What's behind that is honoring your energy, honoring your heart, honoring your energy. Don't leave your heart out of it. We get hard lessons when we leave our heart out of it. Okay, let's get some more cards out. This time about masculine and feminine energies, please. Moving away from the patriarchy and into equality, which we've never experienced before. And so what's going on with the masculine and feminine energies right now? 3 cards out. Let's see what they are. The first card out is Divine Feminine, the Empress. Next card out was the King of Swords. This is the masculine energy and all in his logical, in his mind. Yeah, all about logic at the moment, right? And the Two of Cups. It's a love match. So, okay, so we're talking about a couple here. Divine feminine energy. So she's tuned in. She's been doing the work. She knows who she is. She knows what she brings to relationships. She knows what she offers to the world. She is valuing the divine feminine within herself, no longer pretending to be a man anymore in order to get by. And she really knows her value, right? And she's birthing that, right? So divine feminines, we're birthing the new earth at the moment, which has to value feminine in her own right. The feminine things that we do have not been valued, they've not been paid, you know, just for being ourselves and doing the things that we do. It's only if we all put on that masculine mask that we've been paid. So this that I do is a feminine thing, but I'm having to create it as a business in order for it to be valued, right? And that's the way it's been, rather than us just being in the feminine and that being valued intrinsically in itself, right? And so we're holding that energy at the moment. Empress. Let's get another card out. Divine feminine, the Three of Inspiration. And so it's a matter of time is what the Three of Inspiration is saying. It is a matter of time. It's like hold that energy and then wait. We can't step into the masculine and force it to be recognized, but what we can do is recognize it in ourselves. It's like, no, this is really valuable, what we do, the nurturing. What could be more valuable than that? The feminine is the one that brings in new souls in onto this earth, and we are tuned in to the emotional needs, and we can see what is best for people. And that wisdom and that nurturing is really valuable, because what else are we doing if we're not evolving the human race and taking care of the human race, right? All the masculine stuff, building the houses, all of that kind of stuff, it's important, yes. It's not the only thing that's important, because the people and the way that society is brought in and nurtured is very important too, right? And for us to hold that vision now, we might not see how it can be properly paid or properly valued yet, what the mechanism of that is, but it's got to be through an actual valuing of that, you know, an intrinsic valuing of that, because at the moment we have just got masculine minds going, well, if it's not tangible, if it's only real if it's material, you know. So it's always with that masculine perspective, and until we can shift to the equal perspective, we need to hold that energy of knowing that we're really valuable. So I've got movement into balance. That balance is coming, right? Three of Inspiration, not yet. Retreat and ascension. So we've got to ascend our energy in retreat at the moment by ourselves and holding that. Yeah. We know, don't we, that it's really valuable. We do. But all of us have been schooled in only the masculine way, only the masculine perspective, and it's going to be really hard for us all to detach from that. We need to do it ourselves first, within ourselves, quietly, by ourselves, right? King of Swords, because he's in his logic, right? The masculine is still in his logic, of course, serving the masculine. I mean, if we were in a feminine world, it would be harder for the feminine to let it go too, if only the feminine was valued. The men didn't get paid for, like, you know, getting the food, hunting, building the houses and all of that, because that's not valuable at all. They only got paid if they were, like, came back, once they finished that work, they came back home and then they had to work again nurturing, you know, in order to get paid. Imagine what a different world that would be. Then we feminines would find that hard to let go of. So he's completely in this logic. So there might be this abrasion kind of thing going on in the energies. Two of Materials, he's finding balance as well, but very much in his mind, right? It's going to be harder for the masculine to let it go because it's been serving him. It's been just, you know, on his side all the time in a way that he naturally works. So of course it's going to seem real, and the patriarchy is going to seem like, well, it should be like that, you know, to him. Some of them, no, I think some masculines are realizing it's not good. Divine timing is behind that. So the balance. So King of Swords, they're having this pull of the heart then, the pull of the more feminine energy of the balance. So they might be coming across things. And I think as a collective they are, you know, we're seeing a lot of, you know, we're seeing this loneliness epidemic and all of that with the masculines. They want the feminine energy, and they're even calling it out, pointing at us going, you're masculine, but not realizing it's like, well, yeah, we've got to be that at the moment, right? In order to eat and have a house would die. The feminine would die if she didn't step into her masculine at the moment. And so the seeing it, the pointing out, but then don't want to step up, right, to be that masculine too. So it's all a bit of a mess. But this balance, so that they are getting the pull of that. Perhaps they're not fully embodying that. In other words, they're not seeing those clues, and instead of the projection and the pointing the fingers going, I'm the victim, it's a loneliness epidemic and it's her fault, she's being masculine. That's all projection, right? Until they're going like, oh, so what's the way forward? How do we need to change this then? Because it's not going backwards to women being slaves and men having all the power. That's even entrenching it more in the masculine, right? It's moving forward from here. And the only way we can do that is together, each on our own individual journeys, which is clearly what's happening here. Owning that. And so I guess the masculine is being brought into balance. 2 of Cups. We've got a love match here. We've got a love match. And of course, this will happen from the ground up. This will happen by us all ascending within ourselves and figuring it out within ourselves, and that battle that we've got. Because feminine will be pointing the finger at masculine too. I think we are saying like all of that stuff about the masculine says that they want to like be the protector and all of that, but we need protecting from them. Like they are the threat. They're the biggest threat on this planet, is the masculine human being. So yeah, we're doing that projection too, right? 2 Cups, 6 of Inspiration. We're on the path to victory here. It might not seem like it, but we are. The guides are helping us out with this. We have so much help at the moment. We have so many different entities, beings focused on us at the moment to do this, all supporting us to help us doing this, you know. Channeling at the moment the Galactic Council of Light as well. If you want to be a part of that, visit behealing.com. You can join in. What's behind that is grounding. It needs to be grounded. It needs to be brought to earth, right? So we've got a lot of help at the moment to show us the way, because we can't see it. I've been focused on this whole thing, this masculine feminine paradigm thing, for years now. Probably 2010 was when I really started thinking about it for myself and my business. I wanted to be in the feminine, and I was realizing that I constantly have to get into the masculine to do the business stuff. And I wanted to, you know, bring more of the feminine into my business, be as feminine as possible and with the flow as possible in my business. And then with that focus, it had me like looking at the rest of the world going, yeah, it's deeply entrenched. We're like not anywhere near equality for women. It's just been just a little bit, you know. It's like, well, okay, you can have a little bit of your own power, but only if you act like a man. That's not equality. That's nothing like equality, right? And so, yeah, we're on a really interesting path. Anyway, dogs, getting together with friends. Could be getting together with friends. We've got a tortoise. Slowly but surely getting ahead. We're getting there. It might take a few years. Apple, temptation will test you. There's that devil energy, wanting some fire and some spice in your life. We've got the fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business and at home, I'm hearing as well. Resourcefulness at home. Hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally, wanting to check out. And we've got a pineapple, reconciliation. Interesting. Reconciliation energies. Perhaps you're wanting to reconcile with someone here. I don't know, these energies, it feels like it's very much having to work on ourselves alone at the moment rather than in partnership, but some people will be in partnership, of course. Okay, well, how best to deal with these energies today? We've got the 5 of Swords. It's this internal battle. So we've got to deal with the internal battle rather than do things on the outside. We always think if something changes on the outside in like our physical life, that then we'll feel better. But it's actually the other way around, isn't it? We have to deal with the internal battle. And it's confusing right now. Because even when I mentioned that whole, females want protection, but it's protection from masculine human beings that we need the protection for. That feels so true. It is so true, right? But it's a projection. It is a projection. How can we evolve beyond that? You see, masculines, they're doing the same thing. They're like, but we've got this loneliness epidemic, and it's because the women are rejecting us now, and that's true, right? And so they're pointing the finger at us too. It's a confusing time, but we will evolve through this. So dealing with the internal conflict, it's what it's all about. That's how best to deal with these energies today. Know that that conflict is yours inside. And a lot of us have got matching conflicts too. Perhaps we can help each other and talk about it. But there's ownership of that at a deeper level. That is the way forward. Interesting times, hey? Well, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave me a comment as well. What is this bringing up for you? What are your experiences of all of this? And have you got further insights as well? Because I think we're all going to play our part in this whole evolution of the human race, which is huge right now. Huge. Well, if you want more from me, that's what I missed out of yesterday's video. Then sign up for things on my website right there. And also pick a card reads. Love pick a card reads are back too. Watch one of those next. Have the best day ever, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. One question, one answer. The cards reveal at BeHealing.com.